My name is Francois, and I've been suffering from depression for all my life. I know all the ups and downs, mainly the downs. I know what it is to feel dead inside. I know what it is to feel that there is no hope ahead, no bright light. I know what it is not to feel like getting up in the morning, just wanting to be under the blanket and not move. The physical pain that comes along with it, and eventually the disease. And it's been for a long time. When I was 16, I remember being at the top of a bridge and watching the trains behind me, thinking that it could be a solution. For some reason, I survived because this is really what it is, survival. I got married, I got children, and they brought me a lot of joy. Um, but I remember having postpartum. I had to see a psychiatrist. I was taking 13 pills a day, some to make me wake up, some to put me to sleep. And I had gained about 40 pounds after losing 20 within a few weeks as a sign of depression, as the beginning of depression. So there is very little that really I haven't gone through. It's really a terrible disease because you cannot measure it up. There is no X-ray, there is no blood test, there is nothing. You just suffer, and then there is all the guilt. People telling you that you should get a hold of yourself and that willpower should help you, or you should do this, or you should do that, as if there was a magic cure, a magic remedy that were going to make everything disappear. That's what I was hoping for. I never stopped looking since the conventional medicine and drugs were not working and were actually making me worse. I decided to just get rid of them against the advice of the doctor. That was a long time ago after the postpartum. And a little while later, I discovered the homeopathic medicine, and that really brought me to a much better level. But I must say that it brought me to a better functioning level. I was feeling better. I had some more energy. And you know, it's terrible when you look at your children and you know you love them, and at times you are so down that you cannot feel that love. It, homeopathy helped with that. It helps with some symptoms, some bits and pieces, if I may say. And, you know, it was very good. Um, but then, you know, children are gone up. You just getting older. You have to face the aging process. And you close your eyes at times, and that dead feeling is still there. There is nothing. It's emptiness. You know, even when I was a child, I could never be carefree. Well, all that came back. And it's something I didn't want to share with anyone. Anyone who knows me think I'm upbeat, thinks I am, you know, I wouldn't say such a great person, but I mean, they find me normal. I know how I feel. It was wrong. So one day, I even went to a support group and on the internet, and as much as I can understand that it could be useful to people, I couldn't see any sign of healing. Just people trying to comfort each other, which is definitely something very important. But that wasn't enough for me because I don't need anyone to hold my hand. I need someone to give me a solution. I need someone to tell me, hey, you know what? Here is something you can try, not a drug because you tried A, B, C, all the way to Z, and you know it doesn't work, gives you side effects, makes you cranky at times, or makes you gain weight, gain appetite, lose appetite. I mean, you know them all. If you have been depressed for a long time like me, you know all these things by heart. But one day, you know, I always kept an open mind. I never gave up. For some reason, I had the strength to not give up or to at least keep looking. Intellectually, I had to keep looking. So one day I discovered something called HopeMedicine. It's energy medicine, and I decided why not? And that's when I got my miracle. Um, it was almost overnight where I felt something very different. I felt suddenly that all that emptiness and all this despair and all this darkness that I was feeling all the time, especially when I was on my own, they dissipated. And it was very surprising to me, but they did disappear. It was exactly the 4th of July 2018. I can tell you this is when I was born, although I look a little bit older. But it's kind of miraculous with me. And today I want to tell you because I know how it feels, because I understand you if you are depressed, because unless you have been going through it, it's very, very hard for people to imagine. So I want to tell you, if you are depressed, if you have been as depressed, if you feel as bad as all these people in the support group, do yourself a favor. Go to HopeMedicine.org. You can get out of it. It might not take you one day. It might take you 2, 3, 4, 5. But I can tell you, if you have only half the experience that I had, um, it will blow your mind away, because you will be very happy in the end that you did. So again, my name is Françoise. I wish you the best. Bye for now.